Hello everyone. At the outset, let us discuss what is the preamble of our Constitution. On the occasion of 26th November, that is the Constitution Day, it is our duty as a citizen of India to look into what is the objectives of our Constitution, what are the things which are included in our Constitution, and what is the importance of the different things which are included in our Constitution. To know that, let us just first open the page 1 of our Constitution. Page 1 is the preamble. What is a preamble? A preamble is something which introduces us to a law. It is the first page of any law. When any law is enacted, a preamble, that is preamble, before the law, a page is inserted which speaks about what is the objective of that particular law. In the same way, when we enact the constitution of a particular state, the preamble of that constitution, it may be any constitution, it shows what are the objectives between that constitution, what are the objectives which are stated in that constitution, which were in the minds of the founding fathers of that constitution. Secondly, looking at the preamble, we come to know what is the source of power in that particular constitution. Thirdly, looking at the preamble, we come to know what are the purposes and objectives and principles upon which that constitution is based. Coming to our constitution, we know about the historical development wherein we got a new constitution and the Constituent Assembly decided to have all the different objectives which were stated by Jawaharlal Nehru in the Objectives Resolution in a meeting even before, long before the constitution came into shape. Those objectives were all summarized into the preamble of the constitution. So, when we look into our constitution, first of all, when we open the first page, we see the preamble. This preamble is nothing but the source of power of our Indian Union, or we can say of the people of India. It states, we the people of India. It starts with the words, we the people of India. This itself shows that the source of power behind our constitution, behind our nation, is the people. So, we the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, they have put these 5 words so that to show that all of us are going to have this kind of system. What is the system? We have a sovereign system, we have a socialist system, we have a secular system, we have a democratic system, and that is a republic. So, what are these? Then also we say that, and to secure to all its citizens, that is Indian citizens. What are we going to secure? Justice, social, economic and political. So, justice, social justice, economic justice and political justice. Secondly, liberty of thought, liberty of expression, liberty of belief, liberty of faith, liberty of worship. Thirdly, equality, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all. Among them means among whom? Among citizens. Fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. These words itself, when we read these words, we know what is our constitution, what is India, and how we have enacted this constitution. All the objectives come before our mind. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, on this historical date, this constitution was adopted, enacted and given to ourselves by the people of India. So, let us look into these words, which are the objectives of the preamble. Looking into these words, analyzing these words, knowing the importance of these words itself will be a tribute to our nation on this Constitution Day. Sovereign. What is a sovereign state? A sovereign state is a state where there is no interference of any kind from any other power whether it is external or internal. The sovereignty of the state is such that whatever laws it makes, whatever actions it takes, whatever policies it makes, no one can question, no one can interfere. That is the meaning of sovereignty, and we are a sovereign state. That is the first declaration which was made. Second is, we are a socialist state. Of course, socialist and secular, these two words were added later on in 1976. Earlier it was only sovereign democratic republic. So, sovereign democratic republic, these two words were added, socialist and secular. What is the meaning of socialist and why that has an importance? Socialist does not mean the socialist theory of Russia or any other country. Our socialism is unique. The objective of this socialism or the socialist state is to secure to all citizens, irrespective of their standing, their status, their caste or creed or anything, complete equal distribution of resources in our country. So, whatever resources are available, they should be equitably distributed. That is the idea behind socialist. So, the state will work towards that. For that purpose, we are having the directive principles which pronounces the socialist ideals more fully. So, we are a socialist state. Secondly, we are a secular state. So, we are a secular state. Even before the preamble was enacted or before the preamble stated this, we were for secularism. After the preamble came in, after the constitution was enacted also, secularism was there, though it was not there in the preamble. This word was not there, but secularism was there because we have the right to religion, we have a right to be treated equally in respect of our irrespective of our religion. So, this secularism was already there. This including it in the preamble again shows that the preamble has an objective to create a secular state. Now, what is a secular state? Exactly what is the meaning of this secular state? Some say that secular means to treat all religions equal. Some say secular means not discriminating on the grounds of religion. Yes, it has all these meanings. Secular basically means a neutral state. A neutral state means a state which does not follow any religion of its own. We are not a state, India is not a state which follows its own religion. It is neutral, but it respects all religions, it treats all religions equally, it gives equal opportunity to everyone, all citizens, not only citizens, all persons who follow any religion. That is the meaning of secularism in India, and which is very, very important. The next objective is democracy, democratic nation. So, what is a democratic republic? So, we vote for our representatives. It is a government which is for us. So, government of the people, for the people, by the people. This was stated by Abraham Lincoln, we know that. So, democracy means democracy. Demos is people, cracy is rule. So, a rule of the people, we had an objective that it will be a democracy, and it is a democracy. The next one is republic. So, sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic. What is a republic? A republic is a nation which is not a monarchy, which is not represented by any monarch or a titular head. Republic is a state which has at its head a person who is elected from the people itself, and that is the president. So, a state which is represented by the president of that state is a republic. So, India is a state where the head of the state is the president of India. So, India is represented by India throughout the world. We are a republic. So, this was the first and foremost what you call as the objectives of creating this kind of state in the minds of our founding fathers. Let us go to the other objectives. Now, see, when we bring together all this, India is a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic. Now, and to secure to all its citizens. What are we going to secure to all the citizens of India? First of all, justice. Now, what is justice? Securing justice, to say that we secure justice, what do we mean by that? So justice means not treating everyone equally. It is not justice. Justice means treating everyone as they deserve, or giving a person what he deserves, what is due to him. In the words of Justice Coke of England, where he defined justice, that justice is what is due to you. It is giving a person what is due. So if a person commits a crime, he is due to get punishment. If a person does good to the people, he is due to get good for himself. If a person works hard, he is due to get the fruits of his work. So give a person what he needs, what he not only needs, but what is due to him. A person who works hard will be entitled to the most of the resources of the nation. That is what we mean by distributing of the resources equitably. So equity is one thing, justice is one thing, and justice means to give everyone what they deserve. Now what kind of justice do we have? We have social, economic and political justice. Social justice is a justice in the social arena, that is again all social welfare policies which are made should be with the keeping in mind that the person deserves these things. So the welfare nation policy or the welfare nation concept comes up from social justice. So socially every person should be equal. Politically, economically means a person should not suffer because of the gap between the rich and the poor. That gap should be lessened. That is the objective of our constitution, that lessening the gap of the economic status between the rich and the poor. So see that everyone gets what he needs. Guarantee of minimal what you call as a means to livelihood, guarantee of a good wage. These are the things again which come in the directive principles. Also when we look at our fundamental rights and other provisions of the constitution, these objectives are well put forth there also. So economically, economic justice, political justice. So everyone is entitled in India to take part in the political system. That is, we can vote, all of us are entitled to vote, and all of us, whether it is a man or a woman, there is uniform or there is universal adult franchise. That is one thing. Secondly, anybody can stand as a candidate for election and he can represent the nation, or he can represent a particular assembly, or for what purpose he has been elected. So that is again political justice. So the guarantee of justice as an objective, that is fulfilled there. Second, liberty. What is liberty? Liberty is freedom. But can we say that liberty means absence of any restrictions? Can we say that liberty means just being free, doing whatever we want? That is not the meaning of liberty. In our constitution, in the preamble itself, it says liberty. Liberty of what? Of thought, of expression, of belief, of faith, of worship. So we are having these 5 liberties. So these liberties are guaranteed through our fundamental rights also. But in the fundamental rights again, we have restrictions which are reasonable imposed upon the liberty, so that the liberty will not harm any other person. So liberty is a very, very important concept which is enshrined in our preamble, and it is very much important for us. No liberty can be taken away from a person without the due process, or you can say without the established procedure of law. So that is also stated in Article 21. So we have our liberty as an objective. Then the third thing which has been included, that is the objective, is equality. So equality goes along with all these. Equality means treating everyone equally, yes, but also seeing that, see, when a person is treated as equal, you are treating somebody else also along with him equal, who may not be equal in his background. For example, people are not born equal. So to bring them to the balance of equality, what do? We give them special provisions. We give them special things, or special schemes are made for them, so that equality is ensured. So equality of what? Equality of status and of opportunity, the preamble says. Equality of status means what? Every person, irrespective of what he may be, whether he is a president of India, whether he is a farmer on the farms, whether he is a student, whether he is a person who is a hawker or a salesman, whoever he may be. Yes, his status, whatever it may be, he is equal before the law. That's the meaning of equality of status. Everyone is equal before the law. Law is same for all. Then equality of opportunity. So every person gets the opportunity to develop. Every person gets the opportunity to reach his potential. That is the way the Constitution has to be worked. That is the objective of the Constitution. So the scheme should be made in such a way that a person should be able to reach his topmost what you call as the peak of development. So that is the objective behind equality of status and of opportunity, which we see in the further fundamental rights chapters and also in the directive principles and all the other provisions of the Constitution. Coming to the next one, fraternity. To promote among them fraternity. To promote among the citizens, fraternity is the objective. So fraternity means brotherhood. We are all citizens of the same Mother India. We are all a family, and therefore all of us are brothers and sisters. This is a fraternity. This is brotherhood. So let us not think that some person is low or some person is high or some person is of a particular caste or creed or religion or whatever. All of us are of the same family. That is the meaning of a fraternity enshrined in our preamble. And fraternity, which gives or assures the dignity of the individual. It says dignity of the individual. That means we are all so equal that we all maintain our own dignity. Of course, the Supreme Court has held in several cases that right to life includes right to human dignity. So that has to be the objective, and towards that we have to progress. So that is the meaning of the word fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and unity and integrity of the nation. So because of this brotherhood, our nation remains united. It should remain always united, and there should be an integrity among us. So this integrated system where no one should be allowed to disintegrate. So this is, though we are of different creeds and different religion, different cultures, all of us should be one. That is the meaning of a fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and unity and integrity of the nation. This word and integrity also was added by the 42nd Amendment in 1976, along with the words socialist and secular. So this is the importance of our Constitution. Then let us unity. See, the unity means we are coming together. Integrity means India as a whole. So all these things, when you bring it together, look at the objectives: justice, liberty, equality, fraternity, unity, integrity. These are the objectives which are enshrined, and this is the whole bird eye view of our preamble, which says sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic. That is our India. Then justice, liberty, equality and fraternity, these are the objectives which are to be assured to all the citizens. Unity and integrity of the nation, that is our goal. And these are all the things which are stated in one page, that is the preamble. Therefore, it is a very important thing when we look into certain cases where the importance of the preamble was stated by the Supreme Court. To mention one important case, that was Keshwananda Bharati versus State of Kerala, in which the court said that the Constitution of India, the preamble, is a key to enter the minds of the makers of the Constitution. It is rightly said that it is a key. When you open the preamble, you come to the minds of the makers of the Constitution, what was there in front of them when they enshrined or when they brought these principles in the preamble. So looking at the preamble itself, we come to know what is our Constitution. Therefore, we can say that preamble is an important part of our Constitution. You cannot say that it is just an introduction or it is just a front page. We cannot say that. It is a very, very important document which, looking at it, we come to know that this is our Constitution. It is giving us these objectives, and we are to work this Constitution according to this particular preamble objectives. And this is why today we are giving more importance to first start the study of the Constitution with the study of the preamble of our Constitution. Thank you very much.